Tucked away in a tiny marina off the Rhine River near the city of Düsseldorf in Germany is a surviving example of a famous World War II naval craft. In fact, it is probably the last example still in existence, but it may not be around for much longer, as it is threatened with scrapping. Neuss Rafting Port is a private members-only marina for mooring boats, and the Sports Harbour's clubhouse, for want of a better expression, has been since 1969 a World War II German R-Boat. Raumboote, or minesweepers, were not as glamorous as the more famous S or Schnellboote, known to the Allies as E-boats, fast motor torpedo boats that were the scourge of the North Sea and Mediterranean and many other places. Only one complete S-boat still exists, ironically in England, where it is being painstakingly restored after decades of neglect. The R-boat at Düsseldorf represents the German World War II minesweeping units. 424 R-boats were built for the Kriegsmarine and were used for minesweeping and laying, escort duties, coastal patrol, and air-sea rescue. Attractive looking and quite sleek, the example in the marina is one of the larger types, built in 1944 by Ackerling and Rasmussen shipyard at Bremen. She displaces 150 tons and is 49.1 meters long, and was originally powered by two MAN diesel engines, developing 1,836 horsepower, giving her a top speed of 20 knots. A crew of up to 38 sailors manned the R-boat, which was armed with a single 3.7 cm SKC-30 cannon and two 2 cm C-30 cannons, plus MG-34 machine guns, mines and depth charges. Though much modified today, the old R-boat's lines are unmistakable. R-146 was assigned to the 8th Minesweeping Flotilla at the Friedrichshafen Naval Base until the German surrender, but along with many other R-boats, R-146 was pressed back into service shortly after the war in a new organization set up by the Allies, using German naval personnel still wearing World War II uniforms minus swastikas. The German Minesweeping Agency, Germany's first post-war military force. R-146 served in the GMSA and later organizations until 1956, clearing wartime mines at Friedrichshafen, Cuxhaven and Wilhelmshaven. On the 30th of June 1956, she was christened Jupiter and commissioned into the Bundesmarine, the new West German Navy, gaining the new number M1065. In 1959 she became a schoolboat at Bremerhaven for naval cadets until decommissioned in September 1967. 2 years later she was handed over to the reserve unit at Neuss Marina, part of a special German marine organization formed in 1891. In 1970 the old R-boat was renamed Pulchra Nussia in a ceremony attended by the Inspector of the German Navy, Admiral Zender. Since 1976, the R-boat has been permanently moored at the marina and slowly deteriorating. According to the unit's website, plans to preserve the vessel have been shelved, presumably on grounds of cost, though my own attempts to contact the owners elicited no responses. Plans are apparently afoot to scrap her. This would be a regrettable decision, as she is an historically important vessel, and virtually nothing remains of the World War II German surface fleet. Obviously, the German government and local governments throughout Germany are very keen to distance themselves from anything World War II in nature, but perhaps by highlighting the plight of this unique vessel, interest in saving her might be generated. She is still floating and in much better condition than the last S-boat I mentioned earlier, currently under restoration in southern England. The recent pandemic appears to have brought the R-boat a temporary stay of execution, but for how much longer? I'd be interested to hear from anybody who has any further information about this boat and its likely fate. Many thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share, and also visit my audiobook channel, War Stories with Mark Felton. You can also help to support both of my channels at PayPal and Patreon. Details in the description box below.